Welcome to Module 3, Criminological Theories. I'm really excited. In this module, we are going to decipher the theories. Let's get started. The learning objectives: understand what criminological theory adds to cyber defense, learn the frameworks most used in cybercrime research, connect each theory to real security controls, build the tools you will use in later modules. Why study the theories of criminology? Theory reveals the structure behind seemingly random crime. Generally, the crimes looks random, but there is a structure around it that explains the patterns. There are different theories. That's the reason this module is focusing on the criminological theories. Second point, it points to where intervention will actually work. See, when there is a cybercrime happening, if we intervene in certain places, because these are predictable patterns and theories and well tested, we can actually avoid the cybercrime also. So that's the reason criminology is very important, especially the theories in the criminology. And good theory helps anticipate offenders next move. It's like a chess. If you can identify and narrow it down when the crime is happening or about to happen, you can like a chess, you can predict the next move. Or if you have the pattern, or if you know the kind of game the other person is playing, it turns data into decision defenders can use. First theory, and very well known and very well quoted in most of the criminological papers and journals, is routine activity theory. What is it? Crime needs an offender, a target, a lapse in guardianship together, means a security together. Someone ready and able to act on an opportunity, suitable target, an asset that is valuable, visible, and accessible. Absent guardian means not much security around it. Example, a misconfigured internet exposed cloud storage, open S3 bucket, which is Amazon cloud storage. So there is a misconfiguration that exposed all the files. And also, just to add to this real world example, I do see in my experience 20 plus years, there are a lot of folks, personal and also organizational administrators, they will not change the default password. That is also one of the weakest links to hack cyber systems. Rational choice theory is the second one. Offenders weigh perceived reward against the cost and effort. Reduce the reward, make the payoff smaller, then it's harder to realize. Increase the effort. If you make more security controls, then the cyber criminal needs more resources in order to break into the system. So their efforts will be more in order to break. Some people will take, offenders or cyber criminals, take it as a challenge and try to break it. But a general practice is most of the cyber criminals are not sophisticated. So this theory says that if you increase the effort for the criminals, then the cyber crime may go down. Increase the risk, boost the odds and consequences of getting caught. Ransomware crew often picks the victims by ability to pay, a clear cost benefit analysis and calculation. Next one is a crime script analysis. This is also very interesting. So, break crime into stages, map an offense as a step by step sequence. Find intervention points, locate the stages where the defense can break the chain. Improve the prevention, target the controls where they disrupt the most. Aid investigations, script guide where to look for evidence. Lockheed Martin, well-known Department of Defense contracting company, have a cyber kill chain map intrusions into 7 scriptable stages. Next one is situational crime prevention theory. In this theory, reduce the opportunity, change the environment so the crime is harder to commit. Harden the targets, make valuable assets tougher to reach or use. Increase guardianship, add surveillance, controls, and oversight. Remove excuses, set a clear rules that deny offender justification. After enforcing security keys, Google reported 0 successful phishing takeovers from their employees' accounts. Social learning theory. Crime is learned. Offending behavior is acquired, not innate, means it's not natural. So peers and communities, online groups teach techniques and norms. Reinforcement, rewards and approval strengthens the offending. Imitation, newcomers copy the tactics of successful actors. Social learning theory says that this is how the new criminals will get into, and they will learn this criminal behavior by doing all these four ways. Differential theory association, values through interaction. People observe criminal attitudes from those around them. Forums accelerate it, online forums or digital forums. Communities normalize it. Repeated exposure makes offender feel acceptable. Balance of definitions. Offending grows when pro-crime views were outright anti-crimes. So people think that, hey, doing the crime is a great thing, then people will intend to do more. So we need to make sure that these offenders are notified or say that, hey, crime is not a good thing. Crime pattern theory. This theory talks about crime follows a routine. Offense cluster around everyday activity pattern. New activity spaces. Digital life creates a fresh places. Predictable routines. Attackers exploit the habits users repeated daily. Nodes path edges where people gather and move shapes where crime occurs. Environmental criminology. Environments shape the opportunity. Surroundings make some crimes easy and some hard. Cyberspace as a place, networks function as an environment offenders navigate. Architecture drives the behavior. How systems are designed influences how they are abused. Design for safety. Better built environments prevent crime by default. Neutralization theory says that offenders justify, people rationalize the act they know are wrong. No real victim. Denying the harm makes the act feel acceptable. Everyone does it. Appealing to norms excuses the behavior. They deserve it. Blaming the target license is the offense. This is called neutralization. So, if in the mind of the offender, they feel like the cybercrime is justifiable, they are not the victims, they need to be punished, kind of attitude. And also, they say that everyone does this because they are part of that kind of groups. And like a revenge, they say that they deserve it. That's the reason they are doing this kind of cyber crimes. So this theory is also very popular, neutralization theory, applying the theory to cybersecurity. So continuous verification restores the missing guardians, zero trust as a guardianship. Frameworks systematically close openings. NIST controls reduce the opportunity for the criminals. MITRE ATT and models offenders. It catalogs the tactics attackers actually use. Theory improves defense, behavioral insights makes controls more effective. The catalog of hundreds of real adversary techniques observed in the wild. So, especially if you look at MITRE attack model offenders, it's a very popular. We can dive deep into it. If you are interested, please comment on this, and I can go in depth about this model. And the case study and the exercise for you guys, take a real campaign, part step by step, decide which framework best explains it based on the theories that we discussed, and propose a prevention grounded in your theory. This is how you can learn and use the theories that you actually just now viewed in the real time case study or an exercise. And the key takeaways, technology changes fast, tools and tactics turn over constantly, human motives stay remarkably stable. Criminology gives defenders a lasting foundation. These theories are very important, and these theories came as a part of a rigorous research and observation of the data sets and cyber criminal behavior over a period of time. In the module 4, applies these theories to enterprise security. Let's meet in the module 4. Thanks for tuning in. Looking forward to see you. Bye for now.